All right, so chapter 6 is we're still dealing with decimals, but now we're multiplying and dividing decimals. So we're going to start with multiplying. And just like almost every other chapter we've done, we're going to start with estimating. So estimating involves rounding. And with these, you will be given a number and then a decimal number. The decimal number is the one that you want to think about rounding. You don't want to round the whole number. You want to round the decimal number. And you want to round it to the nearest dollar or nearest whole number. So you want to try to round away the decimal numbers. So you look at 4 is the number we want to round. So we look at the number next to it. If it's 5 or greater, this goes up 1 and everything to the right turns to 0. So is this greater than 5? Yes, it is. So this number will round to 5, and everything to the right of it will go to 0. So this will go to 5.00. So 4 times 5. If you don't want to do it this way, you can do 5.00 times 4 like this. 0 times 4 is 0, 4 times 4 is 0, 4 times 5 is 20. And then with multiplication, notice I didn't line up the decimals. You don't have to line up the decimals with multiplication and division. What you do at the end is you count all of the decimal places that were in the problem. So if you start from the right of the number, you count over the spots. So here's 1, here's 2. So there's 2 decimal points in this number and there's none in this one. So the same thing, I'll start over here and I'll go 2 decimal points. 1, 2, and I'll put my decimal point in. So the answer here is 20.00. Okay? With addition, we lined them all up. With multiplication, we don't worry about lining them up. Instead, what we do is we add them on to the end. So let's try this again. We're going to round this. We're going to look at this 3. We're going to look at the number on the right. Is it 5 or greater, or is it 4 or less? It's 4 or less, so this stays the same. Everything to the left of it stays the same. It stays the same because we decided it did, and everything to the right turns to 0. So what we have here is we have 23.00 times 3. And we're going to put the 3 right over there. It's not lined up. Don't need it to be lined up. I'm going to do 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. Now I'm going to count all the decimal places. So if there was a decimal place here, that would be 1, but there isn't. So I'm going to start here. 1, 2. There's 2 decimal places. I'm going to start here. 1, 2. So my answer here is $69.00. Okay, here it's dollars as well. If it give us dollars, we need to continue dollars. I'll do one more with you. We're going to round this number. Here's 5. 5 or greater makes this go up, so this becomes 16. And then everything to the right of it turns to 0, 0.00. And I need to leave the 0.00 there because it was here. It had that many decimal places. And then I'm going to multiply by 6. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 6 is 36. 6, 3. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. So we got 96 at 1, 2 decimal places and none here. So I'm going to start here, 1, 2 decimal places. My answer is $96. Make sure you are adding the decimal places because $96 is very different than $9,600. I think you know that. All right, you get to do the rest.